Hey guys, it's Clara at the Hospitality House Garden, and today is Earth Day, so I'm going to talk to y'all about composting and how it is beneficial to our planet, and it'll help reduce your kitchen waste and help you take less trips to the dump. Stay tuned. All right, so here we have a 3-bin compost system. So this is your typical, kind of most common composting system that you see, because it's really easy to make with free materials that you can find at the landfill or at Walmart. Pallets, like you see over here, are probably the simplest and cheapest way to make one. But what we've got here, 3 different bins. Each one is designated for certain level of decomposition. So your first bin is going to be for your kitchen waste, your yard waste, and then you also need some kind of carbon material, such as dead leaves that have fallen in the fall or grass clippings are great for your carbon. So you're going to add all of that in that ratio to this bin, and you'll let it sit for a little while. You want to let it have access to air. You wouldn't want it to be a closed off box because it needs water and air to start to decompose. Once it's started to decompose a little bit and it's looking a little bit more kind of rotten, a little bit less like food, you will move it into this bin, and we call that turning the compost, because the goal here is to aerate everything that you've added. So that is the big difference between a compost bin and a rot pile, is the aeration. So as you flip it over, the idea is everything that was on the bottom will now be on the top, and everything that was on the top will now be on the bottom. And that's going to allow air to move through, which allows healthy decomposition rather than just rotting. You can always get kind of an idea of how healthy your compost bin is by how bad it smells. If it smells really bad, then you might need to add some more carbon material, or you might need to just turn it and aerate it more. Another good indicator to how healthy your compost is your earthworms. So earthworms are hugely essential to healthy compost, both in your compost bin and in your garden. The more earthworms you have, typically the better soil you have. You can purchase earthworms and add them to your compost bin to help it decompose faster. Also, some people just will collect earthworms from around or dig up some soil from nearby and add it, and the earthworms should multiply if you have a healthy environment for them in your compost bin. Finally, your third bin is for your pretty much finished compost. So once this kind of doesn't resemble food any longer and looks more like dirt, it's ready to go into this final bin. So that when you look in here, it shouldn't smell bad. It shouldn't look like, you know, any produce or vegetables are in there. It should pretty much just look like some good dark soil, hopefully with a lot of worms in it. And once it's in there, it should be ready to spread onto your garden. So what we've done here is we've collected it into the wheelbarrow, and we're going to go spread it on some potatoes to add some nutrients.